I mean, I read a quote maybe a week ago on our one of our Facebook groups where they were like, you don't want to say make yourself a victim, but if you feel like the other people around you in your age group did have an advantage, like you're not, it's not valid, because while they were worrying about how to fit in and how to get past school and how to do this and that, like you were basically at a point where you're just worrying how to survive, and that really
Hmm.
resonated with me because I remember back then thinking that like, okay, Rocky, like you're in this now, like you need to not die, you need to make it out of this, you need to somehow figure out what else could be out there in life. Just don't die. Don't give up. Don't give in. Try to get past this. And I remember that was actually a pretty big pattern in my life. Moving forward after that, I literally would just look for how to survive. For me, learning how to live came much later. After I put myself through other things, at a later age in life, was when I realized, okay, you know what, maybe I should shift from just trying to make it and survival mode, to actually living, life how I want to live, and creating something beautiful for myself.
So it's almost like instead of your identity being, you know, I'm gonna live like you said, or I'm gonna do X, Y, or Z. Your whole identity was just a mantra to not die. So how did you switch from just survive, just survive, just survive, and that was your identity, is just like an animal surviving? How did you switch that to now I'm going to live and I'm going to create and do?
Which is an identity of itself, and it's living in a certain sense, but it's not really, in my opinion, now as I've grown up, not really what we can do with our lives, as far as I believe that part of the definition of life being is being able to share and give, because you can't really take anything with you when you leave, and it really measured your life. It measures your life based on what you're able to give and share with the world versus what you're able to take in and keep.